get media control here so I get the
Green hall clear. Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
T1 holding it.
Joining in a meeting, rejoining, sure.
Don't waste an air jab for tower, Tim.
Yeah, I won't. Jaeger. Oh my god. Jaeger to kitchen. Hey, what's going on, guys? Timzy here, and today we're going to be continuing our Nomad series. We're going to be moving on to the map Oregon, and if this is the first map in the series that you are watching, don't forget to go and check out the playlist link down in the description below for all of the other maps that we've done so far. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future videos. We have daily uploads on the channel as of right now, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. And more importantly, if you guys are watching this video a couple hours after the upload, then I'll be streaming live on Twitch. You guys can go check that out in the description below as well. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to be moving on to Oregon in this video. So starting out with the first attack, you're going to be attacking the basement. So there's a couple ways that you can attack this, but the main one is going to be a backside push. And with the backside push, you're going to want to try to get big tower control. And sometimes that means even taking meeting if you need to open up the E-box hatch. So typically what I'm going to do is I'll take the big tower control, and then two air jabs that I like to place are going to be on this kitchen door right here in green. And then if you do need to take full meeting control, I would typically air jab the split double door, of course. So we're going to air jab this one. And then another air jab that you guys can actually do, instead of this green door towards kitchen, I would actually get into kitchen and air jab this kitchen door, because if you air jab this kitchen door, you might have somebody that just sits here and holds like the cross between somebody going from meeting to big tower or vice versa, and he won't hit that air jab the whole time. So I want to actually place it inside of kitchen on this kitchen door, and then you can actually open up this wall here. So if you take kitchen control, air jab kitchen, you could shoot a hole right here, and then you could shoot the other air jab to the split door if meeting is clear. And then at that point, you're pretty much set up on these types of flanks. The only other flank that you're going to have to worry about is going to be another attic flank with an impact or a nitro. Somebody might try to open this up. But one thing I like to do is, if there's a hole already here, I'll actually place an air jab either on the left side or the right side, depending on which side the rotate hole is. Because if they have it on the left side, that air jab will hit them 9 times out of 10. Other than that, if it's not open here at all, I would typically play here. Instead of setting up an air jab, I would just play near this area just to listen for this flank. Sometimes I even sit down here and hold the T2 flank, because if they impact or nitro this, they'll probably get your air jab with it. So typically just holding the flank from this point will be perfectly fine. And then of course you have all the sound cues for the other ones. You just want to be very aware of your surroundings, since these air jabs are kind of far apart. You may not be able to capitalize on the actual air jab, but these are good for like your main flanks for every single part for the back attack. So for a front side take for the basement objective, typically you would want to get freezer control, front stairs control, open up hatches. And when it comes to the Nomad, you're pretty much going to want to make sure you clear the entire map. You want to clear top floor as well as mid floor, and then you want to get an air jab in the T1 stairs. So they're pretty much locked into the basement. So typically I'll just put an air jab on the bottom T1 stairs like so. And then other than that, you pretty much don't need air jabs anywhere else. Something that does help your teammates would possibly be to set up air jabs on the bottom main double door, as well as the bottom of the freezer stairs, or at the top of the freezer stairs. Typically I would say at the bottom, preferably, if you do get this control. Because for the most part, the defenders might get a little bit aggro, and if they do, they'll hit these air jabs. And for the most part, I would say maybe put that right here instead of where I put it. But other than that, you just really need that T1 air jab, so that anybody trying to flank the basement to big tower will get hit by that air jab. And then you're probably going to play nearby this air jab the whole time, just to, you know, capitalize on that air jab if somebody does hit it. And then other than that, you might be able to make some sort of plays down the back, maybe push down the T1 stairs while your teammates are making a lot of noise and putting a lot of pressure on the freezer and bottom main. The people holding these tower stairs might go away, so you might be able to make a play and walk your way down, and then maybe shoot a couple people in the back. Alright, so we're going to move on to the kids' objective. So there are two main ways to attack that site, one of them being a attic and master push, so let's talk about that one. So typically with an attic master push, you're going to want to get attic control. So you're going to want to take big tower, and once you take big tower control, you're going to want to air jab your green hall double door, as well as your basement T1 stairs, because you want to pretty much just cut off any flanks for anybody playing inside a big tower. You're going to want to open up this wall here and probably util dump through the breach. But what's going to happen is after that, what I like to do is air jab the main stairs for my teammates playing inside of Master or pushing Master. So what I'll do is I go outside of Satellite, and then all you got to do is just air jab right above the staircase, like so. And as you can see, pretty much anybody coming up those main stairs will get hit by this air jab, just like that. But other than that, those are going to be your two main points of like entry, your attic and master side. A lot of the time I would sit inside a big tower, I would util dump through the breach, try to get the shields, ADSs will mise and everything. And then once you do that, all your flanks are pretty much set, and then you guys can just kind of push onto the site. So as I said, there are two ways to kind of attack the kids objective, and the other one is going to be a big window take. And what you want to do with a big window take is pretty much you want to clear bottom floor, so that means clearing up all the way to kitchen. So what I'm going to do is you're going to take small tower control, you're going to take dining, you're going to take showers hall, and typically you want to air jab something inside of White Hall. But let's first talk about the kitchen air jab. You're going to want to air jab the green door, and you can do this simply from being outside of the kitchen, inside of dining. You can just air jab at the top like so. And anybody flanking green hall will get hit by that one. If you can safely get into kitchen, I recommend doing that just to get the air jab a little bit better, or like just pretty much right on the top of the door. But if you can't, which is really understandable, this hatch is open a lot of the time. There'll probably be a smoke or somebody else playing that hatch. So you can't do it from the safety of inside of dining without getting shot. But on the White Hall air jabs, I typically like to place an air jab right here. And this will catch anybody trying to push down white stairs, as well as anybody in Z Hall pushing past bottom white stairs. And then sometimes what I like to do, if I do have an extra air jab, which is sometimes likely, sometimes not really likely, I'll put one on the Z hallway and go from there. Other than that, you might want to do like an attic push with this big window push just to have some pressure in the back. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It really depends. If you do want to push attic as well as doing like a big window push, I highly recommend having your last air jab be at the bottom of the T1 stairs so that anybody flanking up the basement will get hit by that air jab. For any of your tower players, they can hear that. But other than that, there's pretty much nowhere else you can really put your air jabs. Maybe have a run out. The one thing you do want to worry about is freezer. So definitely maybe try to get an air jab inside of freezer stairs just in case if you can. If not, it's completely understandable, just because if you do put this air jab here, if somebody flanks the basement and comes freezer stairs, they can just shoot it off and then swing White Hall. That is why you kind of have this secondary air jab if they do push past the first one. Alright, so moving on to the kitchen and dining objective, let's talk about a small tower take. So typically, with a small tower take, you're going to want to take top small tower, breach this wall, breach the showers wall. And one big thing that you're gonna have to worry about is a lot of runouts on this objective in particular. People like to jump out white window, peek classroom window, jump out master bow, front door. So the big thing I do here is I air jab right behind this little like wood piece that's sticking out, that's laid up against the railing, because pretty much whenever they open up this master door, they either run and peek over the railing or they vault over the railing. So if they do vault over the railing, they actually get flown off the edge and land at the bottom of the front door. And then my other air jab is going to be on the front door. So anybody trying to rip the door and run out of the front door there, they'll get hit by the air jab. The other one I do is either white window, or I save it and I just play in a position that I'm not really, I can't really get spotted from. So sometimes I'll sit in this bush right here and just hold white window because I'm not really seen from the gen window there or the games window. And then the other two runouts are pretty much, you know, out of my, they're close enough where I can kind of swing and confirm the kill, but I'm also out of the line of sight so that they can't see me whenever they try running out in the first place. And then other than that, you're going to want to probably do, like with the small tower push, you're going to want to help your team in some way, some form. So typically having this white window open, it is a huge cross for a lot of like angles for people running back from showers hall, running down white, running through dining door. So having this window open is huge, which is why I would recommend air jabbing this one as well, because they do like flying out this window a lot. So the other attack for a kitchen and dining objective is going to be a big tower meeting push. So typically that means taking big tower control, taking meeting, taking lobby, and opening up that meeting wall in towards kitchen. So what you're going to do is take big tower control initially. You're going to air jab the bottom basement T1 stairs. And then preferably air jab this kitchen doorway, so that anybody in kitchen trying to walk out towards green hall will get air jabbed. And then your other air jab, you can either pocket it for something in sight, or if you get all the way into meeting, you can actually go ahead and air jab the bottom of the laundry stairs. Just so that anybody dropping freezer stairs or freezer hatch or going down freezer stairs, trying to flank both of the main stair and the big tower stairs, you'll actually, you know, have that audio cue of them hitting the air jabs. So it's good for everybody that's kind of holding lobby, playing inside a meeting, and then of course playing inside a big tower. Typically what I would do afterwards is I would pretty much play close to these air jabs so that I can capitalize on them. So I would sit kind of like near green double door, just around here, so I can run down, shoot this guy that gets hit by the air jab, and then same thing with this one. If they do hit this air jab, I'm here to capitalize on that kill. And if they're not really pressuring the air jabs at all, if you want, you know, end up clearing kitchen control, maybe playing on the store, burning util for ADSs, and then of course having to worry about the security peaks between any of these three walls that may or may not be open. Alright, so moving on to our last objective for this map, we have kitchen and meeting. So there are two main ways to kind of attack this objective, one of them being a west side push to do a kitchen push. Basically you take top control, you take small tower dining and white hall or showers hall, and then you have top control just to clear out kitchen, and then you play inside of kitchen. So the first air jab we're going to place is going to be inside of white hall. It's going to be the same one that I put in the other like kids objective. So you're going to place one right there. The other one I like to place is going to be right on the kitchen door, just in case anybody tries to swing out of the objective to peek somebody sitting inside a showers hall. And then other than that, I would typically hold my third one for something that I need, maybe Z hall, sometimes freezer door, sometimes the security door. It really depends. Like I said, it's if you put it on Z hall, the person that drops freezer stairs or tries to flank will be able to just shoot it like that and then swing out. But I kind of pocket it for whatever I need sometimes. I could even get an air jab on the green door, and you know there's nobody in sight that can kind of clear that. So if I could set it there, that's huge. If I can air jab at the rotate hole, that's even more more important. So I kind of just hold it to see if I can air jab something in the objective that will cut off their entire rotate. But other than that, just like you could even just do it from out here. If you do get this wall open, just go ahead and air jab the top of the green door just like that. And then you pretty much should be set. They're forced to come through one hole, which will be that rotate hole, and if they do come through green door, they'll get hit by the air jab, and that should be a free kill. So for the second attack on the kitchen and meeting objective, it's going to be a big tower push, and this is pretty much going to be a repeat of every other big tower push that I've done. But you're going to air jab the bottom of the T1 stairs. I like to air jab this kitchen doorway off for anybody that tries to push green hall. Of course, you do want to be aware that people can push up stage and swing this green double door close. But if you do open up this wall relatively quickly, then nobody's really going to be able to do that. So with your third air jab, I either pocket it so that like once we get this wall open, I'll try to air jab some sort of cut off, so some sort of rotate. So maybe they have a kitchen rotate, I can air jab that one off just by putting it there. Or I can kind of air jab the left or right side split if necessary. Just kind of hold it to see if I can kind of cut off any major rotate inside of the objective. If not, sometimes I like to go downstairs because a lot of the time teams like to play with this hatch open inside of E-box, and they like to go down here late round just to nitro over, because you can nitro from here over the table to the stage where the planner is planning at. So you do want to be careful of that. So I like to come downstairs sometimes and make sure I hold both the bottom main stairs as well as the freezer stairs. I'll even air jab this one off a lot of the time, and I'll just kind of play close to either the basement stairs so I can run up really quickly and help out my team, but I'm also close enough where I can kind of capitalize on this air jab if they do push out. But that's pretty much it for this map. Anyways guys, that's going to be all from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did so, don't forget to leave a like on the video, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button for future content. We have daily uploads going on the channel as of right now, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.